Okay, I just come down the hill here towards the far end of the property and notice that there's some I had a truck just go by. It's like the first vehicle in 45 minutes. It's great. And I see where the surveyors have been out here. You can see their flag and stake. I don't know. Whoops. I don't know if this is the property corner or just a control point they have. Let me check this out. I can see the line actually goes over that direction too, not straight in. There's more property here than I thought there was. That's great. Okay, this is a property corner. See here, Dennis, that's a 1/2-inch rebar, just like what you have in your yard. Actually, this is bigger. This is 5/8. It's a little bit thicker. Wow, that almost looked like a Fairystone. Anyway, cool. Easy to get your attention diverted out here. Let me get up this hill without busting my butt. And you can see where they came in. See, that's the Barrington. All right, cool. This property, it takes in this whole big rift over here too. There's more property here than it looked like. Get on over here. So from out there at the road, straight in here, they have been working. This here is probably, I'm gonna say, this is just a point they put online. I don't know. Just a point online, just showing where the line comes through. It's nice that they did flag this up really good. You can see down through there, they've got 2 or 3 more flags way off and down the hill here. Wow, it goes way down there. Cool, there's more property here than I thought. You can see evidence of bush axe cutting. That can't be avoided. I'm using the path that they use. Yeah, they've just tied this flagging kind of online, showing where the line goes down to the bottom of this down here. This here, this blue flagging, again, this blue flagging is not a property corner. It's what we call a control point. It's a nail with a point in it that they set up on. That's where their tripod leg was stuck in there, the other one was stuck in here, and the other one right here. And that's actually where they traversed through, coming up the hill down that way, but the property line is over here. Be a good way to bust your butt down here, I'll tell you. Yeah, that's cool, man. They sent these PVC pipes right online so that you knew exactly where the line was. They spent some time out here. I can see now why they took a week or so to do this when they finally got out here. And here they got tree flagged, and it continues down the hill. We're getting down into this big ravine down here, which is going to be where the property corner actually is. Down the hill. I think I may as well go on down there since I'm already here. I should have had my boots. It's real easy to slide in this leaves. I'm liable to run into the boogeyman down here. I can tell you that. It's getting awful dark down in this bottom. Cool. There's water down there. Wow. Let me keep going. They did a great job. They flagged this thing all the way on through, down through here. Let's look back up the hill. My experience tells me that the property line goes right to the center of the canal, or the ravine, whatever you call it, around these here parts. This is quite a piece of property, I'll tell you. Amazing. I wish I had both hands to hang on to some of these trees. I'm gonna wind up busting my butt coming down in here. Okay, so it looks like it comes down to here. This is a property corner, I believe. Yeah, nice corner. Wow, nice corner. See, usually when you border state park or national park property, you have great big concrete monuments. In this case, look at this. This is a big pipe right here. And that's what you want to see. It's set in concrete. This has been here a long time. It's also the color of what the state blazes all their trees. So now the property goes from here kind of in that direction right up through there. I see something else flagged. There's probably a few bearing changes coming through here. I can't believe they did take the time to flag this up really good coming through here. They may not have cut it out real good. This is cut out good. This is their traverse line. This is how they located that property corner and all this. But they would have had to calculate where all this stuff is to tie this flagging in a straight line. They spent some time out here. Some more evidence of their cut marks with their bush axe. And again, they just, every so often they put a nice piece of PVC. See, that won't rot anytime soon. That'll be a constant spot. Even after the flagging rots and dies off years from now, that PVC will still be able to be found and give you an idea how the property line runs. The blue flagging is the traverse line they use to locate all this with. Let me keep going on around. Now I'm heading back in the direction, Dennis, where you and I went towards the back, but I'm way back behind that. This property goes way back further than we thought. And once again, I would imagine somewhere down here there's another traverse point. I don't feel like digging and looking for it, but that's cool. They got this thing. I feel like, yeah, see, all that's in a straight line. They took the time to tie all this in a straight line, all this flagging coming through here, all back in through there. As far as you can see, they've got it all and nicely tied in a straight line, so there's no mistake about where the property line runs. And again, this is just marking the line. This is not where there's a bearing change where there would be a property corner. This is just marking the straight line. So I would imagine at some point this continues to go straight up the hill. Let me figure out where I'm going to go. I need to go up this hill. This is so cool, man. And again, like I said, state parks and national parks, they mark their boundaries really well. Here you go right here. 2 marks means the property line runs beside the tree on this side of it like that. And there's probably a bearing change in here, and it probably runs that way. Although I can't be sure without a plat Wow. Really well marked. They did an excellent job. I'm glad of that. See if I can get up this hill. I'll tell you what, too much walking in this very back by this ravine, you're going to get in good shape. I see another piece of PVC right in through there where they've marked that same continuous line going way on across through that bottom. Glad I took the time to walk back here and verify this. And I can tell that corner they found out front, that big square 5/8 bar stock it's an old iron, so they found the original old corners. They didn't have to set them. They found the originals. Got some big trees on this property too. That's a 30-inch pecan, or I don't know what it is, some kind of nut tree. Tell you what, you survey around these here parts, you get in good shape. Again, still marking that same straight line coming down through and across the back here. Whew. See, it's all this behind me is all thousands of acres of Fairystone farms and Fairystone Wildlife Preserve. I will never have to worry about a developer or a trailer park or anything. Again, the two blaze marks on the tree denoting where the property line runs. See, and that's it, coming from that direction right on up, runs by this side of that tree and gets to here. They have another point on line, and then right up here, this next tree, two blazes denoting, and the line runs on that side. This place is really well marked. I'm really glad to see that. I had no doubt though when I realized it backs up to the state park. Well marked. That's exactly how it should be. You hardly find surveyors that are interested in blazing trees anymore. Some of them don't even know what you mean. Some of them young whippersnappers are technically brilliant, but they don't have the woods smart that some of us older surveyors have. And that's looking way up through the woods there at the back of the garage. I'm at least 200 feet back behind the garage at least. Again, more blaze trees, blaze there. They really took the time to mark this property well. I'll have to tell the attorney that when I see her tomorrow, just so she passes it on, because I'm sure she told them. Actually, what this denotes is that the line comes through this tree. It doesn't run this way. It's actually coming right through it like this. But I can see why it took them a little while to do this. In this kind of terrain, you don't just walk back real quick and give a back sight to your instrument man and walk forward. This has taken me a while just to get across the back like this. And I want to get back here and show you something I noticed last time, Dennis. And so they brought that whole line, continued on, straight shot all the way back across here. And again, here's a tree, flag or blaze tree, property line. You can see the line marker, just a line marker. The idea when you find this stuff, so you can locate these blaze trees and all, just like that, they have their control point that they locate everything from with the instrument set off to the side, so they get a better scan, a better view. You can see a lot more before you have to pick up and move ahead again. It's a wise thing to do. You want to see all you can from every setup, because it's time consuming to pick up and come ahead and then back sight and start locating again. Now, when Dennis and I were back here before, we saw some really interesting anomalies, and one that I saw that I didn't point out to him, but it really struck me. Again, they've got that marked coming right along the back. Runs right beside this tree and continues on. They've got that little piece of flag, and I don't know if you can see it in there. Still marking the line real well without actually having to cut it out. They've got it marked really well. Cool. And now, I can't tell, that pine may have actually had 3 blaze marks on it. Oh, here we go. Because I knew we were getting close to a property corner. Here you go. 3 blaze marks means property corner out from that direction of there, out this way. And that's the property corner right there. This yellow pipe down beside the PVC down here. Again, 3 more blaze marks denoting, see on this side, same with that, this side, you intersect the 2 angles of where they blazed it, and you're somewhere close to about where the property corner is. Oh, cool. And now that's where it takes off the other direction. Still going, I'm still on my property. This is still property that I'm on. Wow. More property than we thought, for sure. Now, I want to get over here and look at something I noticed last time when we came through here. See, they did limited amount of cutting. They didn't want to, you know, cut any more than they had to. That's good. These guys are not, they're not novices. Good group of surveyors. Again, nicely marked. There's a great looking possible cedar, I'm not sure, that'll make a good lamp post out front. Okay, let's see. Now, again, that's that property line coming right down through here, continues on, and I don't know if that's actually a bearing change. I think the property extends to the other side. Let me see here. Whew. Oh, Dennis, check this out. Here it is. When we were out here before, this you can't see from where you're at, but you can still see the greenery kind of on this tree up there. This is a pine tree that has fallen within the last, I don't know, few weeks since we were out here. But it didn't just fall. Look at this. It's twisted. It fell and it's twisted. Twisted this way. I don't know of trees that fall and twist like that, especially when there's no tension being put on them. That's a strange thing. I would question that for sure. Now, oh, here we go. This is a property corner online from that farthest one back there, that little pipe that I found, and this is just marking it real good. Again, the future, that PVC will stay there visible for a long time. The line continues that way. Now I'm going to say that this is the back corner of my property, and this is where what they determine the center line of this access road driveway that comes in, and also is part of the forestry division and the state park access to get to all them thousands of acres back behind me. Believe me, and that's a nice little turnaround. He's put in a bunch of ROC to help these people out too. He's done a lot of work here. I'm sure they appreciate it. As far as I'm concerned, they can utilize this stuff anytime they want. They may be instrumental in keeping my place from burning down one day if we ever have a big forest fire out here. Wow. A lot more property here than I thought. Even this back part right here, see, way back over there, it drops way down the hill. But all this is all just like out front. It's very usable, not real radical slope. There's a good 1.5 acres probably on this side behind the garage that's still real usable property. Yeah, see, this is what it is. It looks like they've maybe possibly, yeah, another old property corner that was set. Here's the old flagging next to the new pink flagging. So these were set before to denote that the center line of this ingress-egress easement here. That must be the old pile of concrete bags that I saw behind the garage. I guess they were just looking for a convenient place to put them. I can clean that up a little bit. This is good. It keeps washout from happening. That's probably why they put it right there, to keep the washout from happening. But I'll cart that plastic and crap off. Wow. And so he was telling me too, this guy that owns this property, I see another blaze tree right down there. That's still that same property line coming across the back there. And one way in the distance over there. So that's basically not usable for whoever owns that property. There's only a little parcel out towards the front that's usable by whoever owns that. Yeah, see the garage way up through there. This is all real usable property right here. You get off the property and it becomes pretty radical. And again, another center line of road, all old property corner they found. That's great. I can see where this one is bent a little, which isn't unusual. Somebody graded the road and probably bent it over, but at least the original is still there. All original property corners. That's excellent. This guy will get this out of here, I'm sure, someday in the next week or so. I don't have a problem with it. It's off the property. It ain't bothering me. I just want to kind of go out by the front here on this side of the property and see. And see again, when you get off the side of this driveway, it drops down. Nobody, you know, somebody could, I guess, if they had enough money, but that's a deep ravine right there, just like on the other side and in the back of my property. Again, another old property corner denoting the very center line of this access easement. I see the next one about 150 feet up here too, so I'm really pleased to see that this property is well marked like this. That's really encouraging. I'll get in there with a weed eater and clean that stuff up. I can't wait to get started out here. And this is probably another center line of road corner. Yeah, same thing. Another square rod in the ground there. See, when you bury them like that, they don't get hit by something and knock them out. Somebody hits them with a mower, the first thing they do is pull it out because it hit the mower, mess the mower up. Another one right there. And this would be the far end of the property right here, the center of the driveway. This is where he said he put this pipe in. I will be cleaning that out so that the pipe is not clogged. Anyway, that's work for a later time. Wonder what size pipe he put in here. Let me see this. Not real big, maybe maybe 15 inch, 12, 15 inch. And I see where it looks like for the time being, till they can get stuff moved, he set his old RV that was beside the garage way back in on his buddy's property. That's the only part of this property next to me that's usable, about the first 75 feet in, and then it drops off. So I'm okay with that. Heck, if they want to put it there, it's not bothering me. It's out of sight, out of mind. That's a good view right there. I can't wait to clean all this debris up. Set a nice little lamp post in somewhere here on this corner. Maybe that corner. I don't know. Wow, so much potential. Okay, that's about it. I'm heading back your way.